Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Endless Legend, where sadly, the roving clans have thought about it a little bit, and they've decided that in fact, everything I own and my support in the war on green is not even close to worth an alliance, which is just like, that's correct. That's way more correct than the stance I had before. This is an element, sort of an artifact of the AI completely recalculating their diplomatic positions when you reload the game. I thought there was a pretty good chance this would happen, and I figured, you know, if it does, it's not a big deal. Like, we stuck through that last episode because I was curious how the game was going to end, and at this point, I think we have a pretty good idea. It seems very likely that this Roving Clans player is just going to pull off a dust victory, and nobody else is quite able to stop them. Their army is apparently huge, and it must be terribly impressive because they are holding off everybody else simultaneously. I'm actually a little curious. So the deals that were offered to us that we did not accept or refuse before saving are still being offered. Yeah, so we are still being offered peace. What does it look like if I just put peace on the table now? Okay, considerably negative. Once again, this makes way more sense. I'm actually really curious what it is that was going on. Like, I wonder if the reason that the AI would be willing to offer us a turn 114 piece at the end of an hour of play, but isn't interested in a turn 114 piece upon reload, is like environmental factors like battle losses and stuff building up that just don't carry over in the saved game state. It's very interesting. It's a weird system, and it's a weird little quirk in a weird system. I'm going to accept your offer of peace. Hooray, we did it. We're at peace. Out of curiosity, from here, okay, it looks like from here, for some reason, that's good enough. In fact, they might give me some stuff. Wild. Why do they like me declaring war on green and an alliance if we're at peace, but they hate it if we're at war? Very strange stuff. Could I get from you 35 Dust Orchid? Maybe. The answer is maybe. Maybe I can find something that they'll trade for that, because I sure would love some Dust Orchid. It actually looks like probably not. I mean, I would love to run something that we don't naturally have a booster of, but it does seem like we're probably... Yeah, we're not quite going to get there. And even the cheapest technology is also off limits. I mean, can we find something that I would like? Probably not. Okay. Well, give me something. Give me some Hyperium. We'll take however much Hyperium he will give us within this deal. Yeah, I'll do that. Okay. To the backstab. What I was going to say is we're pretty sure we know how the game's going to end, and that being the case, with us not having anything fun to do, we'll just go ahead, take the L, bow out, and start a new game. But since we were able to secure the alliance and the war declaration, let's end the game by doing the thing I was talking about last time. We are going to hurl ourselves at the nearest green city and hope that green is so occupied fighting the roving clans that they have left some stuff undefended. You know, it is, in theory, wow, that's a lot of units. Wow. It is, at least in theory, possible that Green's army is so occupied up here that the Green's attention is so occupied up here, they'll send all their troops to this front and they'll lose a bunch of battles, and they just won't have any bodies to come back and stop us. And between us and the roving clans, we can tear them apart, and then the roving clans can basically, like, win the game while we just ride on their coattails. That's a thing that could occur. I am also going to, I'm going to take the offer of black spot removal in exchange for a hospitality den. No, I'm not. I'm not going to give the Morgar the ability to make alliances. That seems like a bad idea, actually. We're certainly not going back to peace with them. Would I be allowed to do that? No, okay. I am not allowed. This is an invalid offer at this point. So we do get to see everything that the roving clans can see. Oh, we can see purple stuff. Purple has a 30 population city. Oh, wait, was this Red? It was Red who initially built the, yeah, the megapole. So yeah, this was Red City. That makes sense. And you're actually under siege by three three archers. I guess a big battle must have just gone very well for Purple here, because you can see their city is completely out of fortification. Well, I mean, reinforcements coming in. Yeah, so the roving clans are at war with everybody. Brown has been confined to this tiny, tiny little corner here. Interesting. Yep. All right. Let's commit to the plan, shall we? We're building troops in Soth. We are gonna go and do some damage. This unit is probably just gonna go hide in the city. And if it turns out that we cannot take a city off of green, or that green brings really any amount of military force against us at all, we'll fold like a. What's good at folding? Sheet? Well, we'll fold like a bed. Actually, sheets are. I find sheets very difficult to fold in any kind of ordered way. We'll crumple into a pile like my bed sheets when I take them out of the dryer. So we'll probably just bail out and start a new game at that point. Quickly, into the garrison before you get devoured. They're running as fast as they can run. We are getting messages from other players. Ally with an enemy then. Nothing but ash will remain of your empire. Okay, very harsh words. They do not love it when you do that. I mean, that makes sense to me. Please keep the gold booster running. What is this? What do you... Must you? Very annoying thing. And of course, like over there where I can't do anything about it. Well, no, you know what? I can do something about it. I got this Ateshi Zealot, apparently. Go repacify that village. Yeah, green just they have more loose resources than they know what to do with. If I were to attack you here... yes, I do get the garrisons of both cities. Okay. Well, that ought to be an easy fight. An easy fight that I'm still going to do manually, but an easy fight nonetheless. Oh, you know what? This is not a great angle to attack from. I may have goofed tremendously here. Yeah, we may well lose the Zealot. I mean, it's not like... It doesn't actually matter, right? Yep, and then they pin one. Man, 0 damage. I'm gonna need you to do a little better than 0 damage. Try to move to there if they will let you. You know, us having no initiative at all is very harsh. This makes this very, very difficult. Oh. Couldn't actually get the kill. Alright, we should probably... Like, it would be great if we could focus a little bit. Unfortunately, their positioning does make that a little awkward. And they are going to legitimately wound out one of my heroes in addition to killing one of my units. We have no military power at all this game. Do you remember in previous games when we could like engage another player in combat and like win occasionally? I've already forgotten what that feels like. I could probably have used a spell to save. I always forget about the spells, and also, like I was saying, in this situation, it matters. It matters approximately 0. So yeah, we're not gonna be able to move our faction quest forward. Get me endless mechanisms, and then get me the rehiring of this hero. Yeah, actually paying the dust cost for the spell to keep him alive would definitely have been less than 260 dust. So that would have been the good play. Just building toward that anomaly over there, because we sure do love anomalies. Over here, I guess we do the same. Just build another burrow. A burrow right here does level up the altar. In a very real way, we're just kind of like on a fact-finding mission here. We are going to discover whether or not they have kept a garrison. My hope is no. There's a very good chance that no, because like they have to bring a lot of troops to the front to be able to deal with the extremely large number of troops that the roving clans have. I worry about all this transport ship stuff that they're doing though, because like the Morgar are very well suited to sniping transport vessels with their terrifying sea monsters. You could potentially lose a lot of troops that way, and you should have roads, right? I guess it looks like they... Oh no, they do have roads. Sometimes at certain zoom levels, the roads do not draw in. But yeah, they totally have roads all the way up to Samrisum. Samrisum, which has 672 fortification. Oh, big battle. This looks like it must be bad for the roving clans. Well, they survived. They at least prevented it from being a real victory. And everybody's trucking in so many reinforcements. And apparently they did pretty well on that one. It looked like it cleared out quite a few troops, including the Guardian. Over here, they're not really reinforcing very well. It looks to me like they're probably in trouble on that one. Influence on anomalies has returned to normal, which is a real shame. Okay, so it's not just transport ships. I mean, the roving clans have a real navy out here. I don't know how that's going to stand up to stuff like this. A bunch of level 10 Leviathans and submarines and whatnot. There's a war going on there of a scale that we can barely imagine, and I'm going to try to run... I'm going to try to get all the way up to 6 troops before we run in and get this next attack off. 1,526 dust to rush that. Wow. Well, that's really something. We're certainly going to be nowhere near being able to hire a combat hero or anything, so I guess, yeah, this 100% comes down to whether they have any armies in the backfield. We declared war on them several turns ago, so they've had time to react, but it may well be the case that they just don't. They either do not have the troops to spare, like they have to go 100% up front in order to survive the war. It also may be the case that they just don't care that I declared war on them because my military strength is reported on the scoreboard in 3 digits, and they're just like, what are they gonna do? We did eventually get to some pretty reasonable population levels here. Like these cities are not small, they're powerful, they have good outputs. And again, it's just like you want to see these numbers a lot earlier than turn 120. Oh, what is this? The Morgar hit 30% on the economic victory. Something tells me that that's not going to matter very much. Thought I had given you orders to get all the way up here. Alright, so this is the Zealot with the movement. I mean, I really would like to buy this unit out. 879? We can make 879 happen. I'm not banned from the market anymore. There we go. Alright. Of a full 6-unit army by a large margin, the most impressive fighting force that we have ever assembled. It's about to be time for some very impressive dying horribly at the hands of some militia. Honestly, there is a version of this where we just get beat by militia if they have a large enough fortification value. I mean, we have a lot of ranged attacks. We would probably win against a militia. Can you hear in my voice the uncertainty, the unbelieving? God, I wish we had had a watchtower over here. We have a watchtower up there. It might reveal the city's nameplate. I don't know, maybe I should have built it. It's certainly not in an ideal position, though. So there's still battling going on. Oh, Green has managed to take over Adiki. Or Adikin. They're pushing pretty hard on Ovoru. Maybe the roving clans are starting to lose. They've been repelled here. Pink hasn't managed to push any further on this front, but they're massing up again. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe the roving clans end up losing this. Maybe even allying with them is not enough. Just no matter what happens, I am not going to win. That's how that goes. So, in order to move our faction quest through step 6, stuff to remember for next game, we're going to need either a pretty high level of technological progress, or we're going to need at least some of the military buildings that give you bonus XP on your units when you build them. What is this? They would like to do some trading. It's not good. It's bad trading. It's trading that is not beneficial to me. Get in there. Okay. Now I'm gonna wait a second. We're gonna give them time to move all their stuff around, and then I'm gonna rush up behind. I have some definite concerns though. They're still messing with my villages, and we're not even gonna look at what. Okay, the next winter effect is very irrelevant. There's no way we're still in the game at that point. Where is the roving clan on? Yeah, sure. Pop stuff. Why not? Where are they on the Dust Victory right now? 59. Okay, they're probably just gonna get there. They'd have to lose the war awfully quickly. Green has finished a second victory tech. Or sorry, not research, science. Okay, so Green's pushing like 15,000 science. You know, maybe it's not as settled as I thought it was. Maybe it turns out Green is in fact the danger. I wonder, could I use my generally conniving nature to talk Blue into turning on Green? Probably doesn't help much. Blue's at war with Pink, actually. Wow. How did that happen? Yeah, the Pink-Green alliance is actually maybe gonna pull this off. Because we haven't met Purple, I can't see what their role in this is. I wonder if that's a power block, Green and Purple and Pink. Okay, so it turns out they do have a real army over here. Yep, with actual real stats. But that's okay. We're gonna blitz this city and we're gonna take it, and then they're gonna surrender and in awe of our might. Nope, that city has 8 units in it. Okay, well, then I guess I'm gonna search these ruins. Can't stop me. And then I guess we're gonna scoop. Because I do not think that there's going to be anything we can do here. This could be 5 settlers, and I still would have some concerns. You know what? Show me what it is, though. I am curious. It is a Kekator with bad stats, except for 740 life. Wow, 140 damage on a mastermind. These are garbage units. They are not intended to be used for main combat. You know, they're support units. It says they're right on their unit tag. But that's very impressive. The Daemon is going to shred us. Yeah, that thing with a bonus 208 health from the fortifications is capable of killing my army by itself. And then they got these guys. Okay. All right. I think I know when we're got. Let's maybe just go ahead and farewell, y'all. I'm gonna save Green a little bit of time here because they absolutely will just turn around and sweep right through us. Now, I do think that this is a little judgmental. There's nothing wrong with knowing when you've lost. And in fact, I would argue I stayed in that game well past when I knew I had lost. So that's like, is that the opposite of cowardice? Might be orthogonal. I am not Wild Walkers. How dare you? And then we're just going to change this because I don't really want 2 players to be blue, and I don't really want 2 players to be green. And yeah, everything else the same, impossible difficulty. Let's just get right back in there and maybe this time do a little bit better job managing the growth of my cities. I think I did an okay job on the growth of our empire, at least through the first, 80 turns in terms of like the number of regions we held and expansion and stuff. But each of the individual cities was too weak. That was a consistent problem we were having. Also, I forgot to say anything at the beginning of the video, but I do apologize if... I don't know. This new microphone's pretty good at keeping out non-voice sounds, is what I've found so far. It has some trouble with some things, but I don't know. I'm just like wheezing today. There's just like a weird wheezing in my breathing sometimes. No idea what it is. I'm not experiencing any discomfort or anything. It's just making a weird noise in there, and like, gosh, I hope it just goes away. Oh, endlesslegend.exe has stopped working. Cool. Because, I don't want to go to the doctor again. All right, I'll tell you what. I'm going to insert a cut here, and I'll just load us. I'll see you in a second here when we're loaded into the game. Okay, we're back, and I only accidentally loaded into a game as the Wild Walkers once on the way here. So, let's talk about this new starting position. It looks like we have 3 anomalies right on top of each other, which is pretty okay. Aside from that, not a lot of dust to work with, which is a problem, potentially. I'm going to disconnect our hero. Let's do a little bit of searching around. And we have river, but we don't necessarily have... we're going to have a single river tile at first. So, I don't know. I mean, it's not bad. I'm not going to pretend that it's a bad start, but I am always a little bit nervous when we start low on dust as the Ardent Mages. Also, it's definitely a weirdly shaped region. What is this? We have Gorin in our home region. That seems fine. We may as well go ahead and queue this up because we know we're going to want to do that. The science output of this area is actually really solid. That's like a very good start on that. Yeah, that's a lot of science to start with. All right, well, there's no way that it is right to put down anywhere other than in the tile that benefits from all 3 anomalies, right? I think it would be a very silly thing to do indeed. So we've got here some, let me turn off the display here. We got some wizard stones, some big floating wizard stones, which make everybody happy. Who doesn't love a big floating rock? A mutant marsh, definitely don't go in there. Rodents of unusual size, etc. And then just a bunch of salt. I can't get the mouse over for the tile because my unit's on it and it thinks I want to know about my stupid military units. But yeah. A big salt soil desert thing. Weird stuff. The world of Endless Legend is filled with a lot of weird stuff. That's a big part of what is so magical about it. I think like more and more I'm realizing like that's a key part to the feeling of fantasy. You want things to be just kind of impartial. You want the player to look at that and go, "Huh, I'm not even going to try to figure that out. I just accept that something wild is happening there." Alright, let's run you through here. Okay. More ruins and stuff. Hey, what a surprise. We want to parlay with 2 villages. I am in pretty good position to do that, I believe. There's no sense in popping the emeralds right away. Hold on a second. We should look at the deeds. Ooh, okay. Be the first to activate 4 luxury boosters in order to earn 130 wine is definitely... That's interesting. That is maybe very compelling. I don't want you to go very far, so let's just like have a quick look around here. Okay, because we definitely want to talk to the village in our home region as quickly as possible. Die, I think I also will not run. Yeah, there are some boosters, like if we found spices or something, I would pop them instantly, but a lot of stuff is probably just worth sitting on until we have 4 boosters worth of material, in which case we fire them all and get our wine, obviously. Oh, right, I should probably, like, put down my initial pillars. That might be a smart thing to do. What am I doing over here? What am I thinking? Let's get down 2 initial pillars, and then have a quick word with you. Oh, fighting is happening. There's a Kapaku army wandering in the vicinity of the Psyop region. Well, there sure is. They did attack us in a place where we have our militia, so I guess we do it. So if we're smart about this, we're going to be able to bottleneck them real good. Well, I guess they're going to come around there too. All right. It is of critical import that we do not move up too much. In fact, you move to here, and the rest of you stand your ground. We want to make sure our 1 reinforcement can make it in. And then it's like, do I even want to run? I'm a little reluctant to have the Telsum Warlocks lead combat, obviously. Also, I'm just going to set these guys on general aggressiveness at this point. Yeah, I guess you just move to there and you stay right here and provide morale. Y'all just stay on target, please. Telsum Warlock just standing back there and shouting, "No, don't worry, you got this. It should be easy." So remember, militia units repair themselves very quickly, and dead ones will respawn pretty much instantly. Shoot, I should have had... At this point, they should have been on hold position. Because obviously it is not that beneficial to us to only have 1 unit up against 1 of their units. Alright, I can start that same battle again. This time we're going to lose some militia, for sure. Nope, actually, everybody just stand still. I guess you probably want to come forward to here. Alright, I am going to have you stand still 1 more turn at least, but then I may have the Telsum Warlock run forward dramatically and tackle this dude. No, I probably shouldn't. I should let him move up. Yeah, let's just stay on it for the moment. Okay, I hardly took any damage there. That's a good start. Hey, look at that. Pacification. Alright, point of population for the home village immediately. Pretty awesome. You know, I didn't even look at what the other legendary deed was. It is destroy 10 armies. It's basically impossible for a player to get this because the AI starts with so many military units that one of them is going to just burn down a bunch of minor faction villages. Let's explore this way. I kind of want to know what this region's all about, because we can see some pretty decent terrain in it already. You are definitely headed for that ruin. There should be more minor faction villages around here somewhere, though. So got ourselves 15 titanium and also nothing. Well, at the very least, we can We can have this unit run over there and grab that village. So what is next? What is next is probably same old, right? Like, the question is, do I think with 1 to 20 turns until the next winter, do I think it is worth going for an early cultivation? Probably not. I'm probably going to go mill foundry into sewers. And yeah, just keep... We're building things a little bit slowly. Yeah, let's try to push through this to get the mill foundry up quickly, and then we'll probably move people back to food a little bit. You know, it is looking like, once again, we are going to have the resources to attempt an early industrial megapole. Hey, we did it. Rogue troops way back there. Also, what do these want? Return to the village when you're ready to give them 50 dust. You know, that's a pretty tough sell right now, honestly. What is your deal? There's a Yotus village in Auriga that we can destroy for 15 wine. Is this... Okay, that is clearly Auriga. Well, good to know. Also, noticing that there's a fair number of temple ruins around here. So the getting will be good come eclipse time, which is nice. Let's go ahead and queue that up. Give us 8 titanium. So it looks like it's just the one village. I wonder if we might be better off pacifying them through violence. 8's a lot of titanium, right? Let me run over here and see what's in this ruin before we make any decisions. It was 30 dust, which is not enough to allow me to give 50 dust to that other village. Which is kind of a shame, because I think if I'd had the ability, I probably would have just done it. So we are once again right up against the bottom of the world map. My inclination then is to expand northward. So we probably don't need this village pacified quickly. I'm going to not give them the titanium for right now. Yeah, we probably want to expand northward, and then we'll come back and backfill this stuff. Last time that was less of an option because of the fact that we were bordered up against another player who was very clearly pressed up against the bottom of the world and also aggressively claiming the bottom of the world, which really sucks. All right, we're still getting births relatively quickly. All right, so there's another landmass right across there. Okay, and some glass steel here. I mean, it's all good information, right? Let's grab that, and then we'll fan out over here. I'm a little torn. Like, do I want to... I think I'm going to turn this army around. Let's explore north. Let's see if this connects to a larger landmass, or if we are on, like, a weird little island. Again, this is part of what I really like about going into a game with map settings that are extremely random, is just like having no idea what you will find, and there's a kind of excitement that adds to the long-term decision making when you're having to sort of account for a lot of unknowns. Okay, 40 dust. I mean, I probably shouldn't give them the dust. Right, we should probably save this for pillars. Oh, now that's interesting. So this region has spiral rock peel right next to black earth. Even though a settle here is only 6 tiles instead of 7, I think that's still very, very powerful. And then there's hidden springs right nearby. Over here we found ourselves a truly massive tree. And some exotics right next to the emeralds. I don't know why emeralds give off this sort of like green funk. I've never been near an emerald mine. Maybe emeralds naturally smell very, very bad. Ooh, we have the rock peel black earth over here too. Not too far from a river, not too far from another black earth. There's a lot of valuable territory down here. Yeah, that's really interesting. So we don't know if this is a 2-village or 3-village region. They said the village that we have to defeat to pacify them is Yotus. That's unfortunate. It's unfortunate that it would be an enemy type that's actually like good at fighting. Now I'm debating bringing him back down here and just like massing up our 3 combat units for that fight. Definitely get me my sewers quickly. So what is next? Last game we neglected topography for a really long time, and I definitely regretted that. I mean, it's probably the Empire Mint. We need dust for pillars and spells, right? So I would love to get that sewer built in 3 so that we could just roll into the Empire Mint right afterward, and then we just have a passive fervency until we build another city or another district, which is kind of cool. Okay, there we go. It does exist. So this is just a 1-village region. Yeah, I am going to come back. I'm worried enough. These things are such a pain. It would have to be an enemy that has free counter and a ranged attack, right? You get up there, you get to here. And if I attack from here, I think that should be... If I attack from here, we will definitely be able to bring in both of our units. Alright, let's give it a go. I too expect that I will win, but I am concerned that it may come at a price. So, 2 move, 2 shot. Okay, I just want to make sure that we're not in a position where they can shoot me first. Nope, absolutely commit murder. All right, excellent start. Support units, they want so badly to get to do their support thing, you know? I'm glad that I did bring people back. Like, if we had not had the ability to spread that damage out like that, I think it actually could have been really bad. Alright, 15 wine, return to the village and restore their trust, and I'm not going to pop the wine, because we're going to just have that effect in 2 turns anyway. We will save that wine for our first settle. So at this point, do I want to just drop her in the city? She's about halfway through level 2. She's got Science Boost 1 and 1 level of Renaissance Thinker already. We can grab this, and we can do a little bit more exploring. Because obviously, like, every turn she's out here, she's not providing us the full benefit of her wisdom. I think I'm going to merge her into this army, though. Alright, so we jump back over here and restore your trust. Wonderful news. 10 grass silk. It's very whatever. It's hard to care about grass silk, but, you know, resources, it's good. It's good to have some. So we may want to be looking at starting to build our first settler soon. You know, try to get that first city down like right after the first empire plan goes out. All right, well, I'm down to run in generally that direction. So this is quite a large region. Oh, spices. Spices are a very good find. Were we to settle here, it could be right there. We got a couple of anomalies there. Although, unfortunately, obviously, you know, there's something to be said for the fact that this is a remarkably low industry area for a lava region. That's 6-3 up there. Like I really do want to have good industry. Unfortunately, the steppe soil here will not actually generate any food because we are not allowed to have food from volcanic tiles no matter what. Our food pillar also will not work on volcanic tiles. Alright, go ahead and get on that Empire Mint. And like, we could try to build the Museum of Auriga. I don't know that I think it's worth it. I mean, it would be worth it if we got it. I don't know that I think we'll get it, is what I mean. We'll put a bunch of time into it and then not get the reward. So does our home region doesn't have any strategics or luxuries that we're aware of? Oh no, if I research, that's right, we built on top of a deposit. If I research Alchemist's Furnace, we just immediately get the titanium income. That said, I think I'm gonna go for the 2 science technologies first. And I think I am just gonna jump our hero back into the city. You know what? Do we need this person on that to get the Empire Mint in 3? No, okay, let's focus more fully on growth. So I don't exactly see where I would want to put down our second city, but I think we've got some very strong options. Okay, right on top of the spices gets a little bit more interesting with that fumarole. Right, because this tile here has 18 industry. 18 industry, 12 science, and a fair amount of dust. Now, it is very forward. It's very far from home. It's an adjacent region, but there's like, you know, defense is going to be tricky. But it's a very powerful position, and it gets us spices income right away, which is a lot of food potentially. Oh, I see a ruin. Yeah, I kind of think I want to do that and like try to learn the lesson from last time and stretch out into the Oh, right, I forgot to do this. You should probably go do that. But stretch out toward the middle of the map first. Alright, nope. I'm not popping my luxuries on purpose. We are as happy as we could possibly be. The pillars dropping, though. The pillars dropping is a problem. Let's just go ahead and refire them right here. Oh, wow. You know, I'm not always wild about a desert region. Jeez, look at the anomaly density here. You settle right there on 3 anomalies, and then you build 2 districts and you pick up another 2. Maybe the other way around? No, like, this is where all the food is, but this is where all the industry is. If you start up here, you're never going to get to build those districts. Yeah, alright. I think we're going to want to maybe, like, double settle right after turn 20. Just claim all of this intensely valuable land. So we may put off the building of some of this science stuff and just focus real hard on a settler or 2 here. All right, we did it. We got troops. All right, we'll head over there next turn, and we are going to get 15 spices when we complete this step, which is pretty good timing. Obviously, no sense in remaining on food while that is the case. Yeah, and this region has 2 or potentially 3. Yeah, there still could be a 3rd village in one of those places. Pacified villages already, like very, very promising start. $70 dust is an excellent find. I would love to meet the minor faction in this region and try to get them chilled out before we roll up like we own the place. Well, the ruin we're being sent to search is a temple ruin, so got that going for us. Okay, this is the tip of our landmass. Gift 8 spices is pretty harsh. That is definitely not what I want to be doing with my spices. I mean, we could do it eventually. But it looks like we're going to want shipyard tech really early, because it looks like we are landlocked, or it looks like we are probably waterlocked away from the rest of the players, and certainly we're waterlocked away from a lot of nearby land. So definitely a thing to think about as we are entering Era 2. Alright, show me... We do not see a movement conflux, right? We see circle and cube. The movement one is triangular. That said, I'll take upkeep and health regen. Upkeep reduction and health regen. And you just run down here. You found the diamond. All right, 50 dust. Cool. It may be the case that the smart thing to do with a hero is to keep them out until that first dust eclipse happens. You get to research a bunch of ruins. That's pretty quick XP. I don't know. I'm pretty happy with her providing extra science as well, though. Okay, you are headed for that, which means you'll be ready to set down on turn 21. Basically perfect. Searching these ruins has sadly led to a dead end. A dead end full of dust, though. Where is the other... Okay, the other one is that one down there. Very doable, very searchable. So we'll grab this on the way and then... Okay, and you have a thing already? Yes, there is a 3rd village. Wonderful news, wonderful news. Yeah, this city is going to be really powerful right away. And it's just about to be wintertime, which is maybe a little awkward. We're 271 dust plus 12. I'm going to get access to the mercenary market. We're moving into the next era soon. This is a pretty fast first era, thanks to our anomalies. I mean, we need a ton of stuff from Era 1. We're not done with Era 1 yet. Because we still need furnace and open pit mine. We still need cultivation. I don't know exactly how long it's going to be until the winter's over. I'm going to get mercenary market first. I'm going to get open pit mine because this is going to finish the same turn that we put down a city center on top of a spice extractor, or on top of spice. Yeah. Spice income is powerful. Do we just put the other settler up right now? You know what? I think so. Let's go fast. Let's get established. Would have been awfully nice to find a movement conflux, though. And then from here, it's only a single turn's movement to reach the next one. 50 dust, pretty good news. You get to search that. Okay, 5 glass steel, less exciting for sure. We still need to actually, like, see what is over east. We haven't even seen all of the tiles in our starting region yet. Alright, and right before we put down the new city, we start firing off boosters. Oh, right, also, we're totally gonna get this. I kind of spaced on it for a moment. Yeah, we're totally going to fire 4 boosters right before setting down the new city just to make sure that we get them all at optimal prices. And that's going to get us enough wine to remain top tier excited for some time, hopefully. Hey, I found another movement conflux. Do I want you to come back and... Yeah, the eclipse is probably over in a turn or two anyway. It would be nice to get one more turn, though, given that we have just seen this new temple ruin. At this point, I think I am comfortable giving them the titanium just to chill out. Alright, so we got ourselves some spices. I do think we want to wait a turn on those. I don't think that there's... Oh, this time the bonus army was Telsum Warlocks and not mages. Not the ranged unit. Interesting. Well, let's do it manually just in case. So... yeah, this is fine. Want to make sure that we are doing this in such a way that we're getting maximum morale. Run up there and perform the magical palm strikes. Ow. Those have sweep strike back? I did not realize. I would have definitely aligned my troops in a better way. Okay, we gotta go parlay with that village anyway, so yeah, I guess let's go to it. And 50 dust, hey. Alright, pretty handy. Let's build some basic science structures. So what, I'm thinking we get this and then we get... Maybe I just go straight into mercenary market? Because it's going to be a minute yet on the winter. I do want to at least see what heroes cost. We might be able to buy a hero or two in the early game. Having your cities governed sure is helpful. Alright, I want you to move. There we go. It's still a little hitchy, you know. Love that the eclipse has not ended yet. That's very good news. Oh, hey, look, a movement conflux. I guess try to end your turn there. $50 more dust. Oh, right, and then search it the normal time. Let's pass it in this direction. Okay, we got lucky. That was not the trapped one. An army in Waretta has some wine for me. I don't really want your wine. Like, if it's... you can just keep it, man. It's fine. So this army is going to chase us to the end of the earth, though. So we may as well just plan a retreat. So 1, 2, 3, 4... They will be able to catch us there. But I'm just trying to drag them back toward the city. Alright, let's start our empire plan up. And I am going to take this branch and this branch just in case. We did earn enough, what do you call it? Enough influence to be able to do that. So we definitely want to fire spices. Dyes. And then I don't know that it matters too much from there. It's just got to be 2 more things, right? Anything that we only have 10 of, we won't be able to fire again later anyway. So this and, like, I guess the Quicksilver. So we were the first empire to fire 4 luxury boosters because we got pretty lucky. That's 130 wine for us. I do not think that it will be necessary for us to fire wine for our cities to be, you know, for them to be fervent. It totally will. What was I thinking? Go ahead and fire it. I should have fired it before putting the city down. I somehow talked myself into thinking that we'd be cool without it. Definitely do not spend dust on this. How many people can I move off of food while keeping that on 2 turns to the birth? Okay. God, love to found a city in a region with 3 pacified villages. Okay. Give me like 1 more turn. 1 more turn of... 1 or 2 more turns of... I guess this says... Does that say 1 to 3 or 1 to... I'm a little far from my monitor here. We are probably not going to be able to grab this ruin. Sadly. Almost certainly, in fact. Yep, so there's the end of the... In that case, actually move to this tile, please. Oh wow, what a moment for them to put out an army. All right, fleeing, maximum fleeing. So we got ourselves some glass steel, defeat their army to reclaim the verdant rod, and then also we pacified them at the same time, and we're just gonna go home. That army will follow us. We'll merge back up with that other guy. Give me even more science. All right, so we're getting that build done. No, right? Nobody has started building the museum. Somebody has already started the megapole. If everybody was on industry 11 turns and we're about to have a birth, I mean, it's very good. And we are kind of like through the things that we needed to build in the capital quickly. I'm going to go for it. Maybe unwise, but I'm going to go for it. Maybe I didn't learn anything at all from the last game. That's possible. I could see that being the case. That sounds like me. What did they want again? I don't even remember. Oh, 8 spices, right. Yeah. All right, I will in fact give you spices once we have 8, which won't even be that long. We're going to have to get a unit up here to do that, though, which is not convenient. All right, so we're going to be pursued by enemies back to our town here. And we'll just take them on as they come at us, I guess. I'm a little surprised that the Ursus army over here didn't chase us more effectively. I was really surprising them to come. I was expecting them to come right at me. So we do have the... Okay, yes, the extractor is up already. Now we could... Oh, we should absolutely. The moment we can assimilate the Ursus, we must. A 15% reduction in the cost of buildings. Boy, what a good minor faction to start right on top of. In fact, is that worth bumping population over to influence to just get done as quickly as possible? Because, like, obviously that's going to have some effect on our wonder. I am going to take one turn to just rush to that. I think that's a good use of our time. And now, winter. Winter is upon us. It is not ideal. Let us assimilate the Ursus. I think that took a turn off the wonder, right? Y'all are definitely going to have to go back to working on food. So we're not desperate to get the sewer system done. I might prioritize working on the money building. So we're in the new era, and I do think we're gonna go grab cultivation. Pillars are up, and we have access to the hero market. So it's 340-ish. Okay. Are we putting down... Is this region considered to be forested? That tile has trees on it. That tile has trees on it. So does that one. There are dead trees here. This is not considered a terrain with forest, it looks like. Okay, so the city would have three tree tiles and not really any more. Not anymore for quite some time. It still may be the case that Wayrasigo would just be the best hero because Wayrasigo is very, very good. Ululani Rawi is fun. Sunseeker Zakia Eli III gives all army stuff. We do have one cultist hero, but it's a very army-focused cultist hero. Yeah, I mean, it's not bad to take on Wayrasigo. That's, I think, a perfectly sensible thing for us to do in this situation. So the question is, do we throw Wayrasigo into the new city, or do we go to Buildwan? I think maybe I do... Oh, well, I was about to say maybe we do pillars in Buildwan, but right, pillars are not going to work in Buildwan, because you can't... The pillars give the resources directly to the tiles, and volcanic tiles cannot have food on them. As you can see here, minus 5 food from volcanic taint, and it's only -5 because 1 point is already getting removed due to winter. So I guess the new pillars will go around the new city. And I think Wayrasigo goes in the new city too. He'll just be a little bit more effective there, and we'll pick up maybe Ululani Rawi for Buildwan. I don't think that's a bad idea. So I'm just going to tell you to found immediately at the beginning of the next turn. We'll get all the other stuff figured out. Get these two to meet up. All right. Where the hell did that neutral army go? Alright, so we've got Lais down. We definitely just want to get a mill foundry as fast as possible. Probably that is not the right place for you. I had to actually buy the Wayrasigo, which I did not do. Alright, huge boost in effectiveness for the city instantly. Yeah, get that mill foundry out. Let's do this. Let's get some population going, and we can build our cultivation buildings soon. This is not happening. I'm a little reluctant to leave the immediate area of the capital until we have the situation with the neutral armies dealt with. I don't have any idea how long we're talking about here. Okay, so yeah, we're pushing real hard on that. It is a shame that this is only going to be one village. Yeah, I guess stay focused. Yeah, just stay focused. The maximum length on this winter, I'm noticing, is very, very long. Okay. We will have to deal with the Harmonite. If they siege the capital, it'll stop the building of the Wonder, and that is unacceptable to me. I'm sure you can understand. Do I want to try putting up the seed storage right now? I think I'm going to go for the science buildings first. God, look how productive this city is, even without a governor. Do I want to just try to get Ululani Rawe as quickly as possible? It'll take a few turns at this rate, but I think it's probably worth it. And then let's go ahead and grab Alchemist's Furnace real quick. The furnace underneath the capital at least will go up instantly, and then we can focus on next era stuff. I do want to get Shipyard and start exploring the oceans and, like, get out into the world properly, obviously. Oh, is someone gonna starve? Oh, right, yeah, you can't move everyone in a volcanic city off of food. What am I talking about? What was I thinking? We don't have any food buildings yet. Grab you quickly before you siege me and ruin everything. Okay, you were content to attack me. So the Urkins, they're coming, sometime soon. Let's just get all this stuff done quickly, and I guess we can stay focused on industry as long as we're rolling over population that quickly. Somebody else finished tactical training. I gotta tell you, I'm a little surprised by how long that took. Turn 26, I feel like is pretty late for the AI to be pulling that off. All right, so as ever, you know, let the militia do most of the work here. No reason to risk our good units. I love the fact that the militia has the highest initiative of any unit in the battle. That's very exciting. So these dudes only have 1 speed. We can actually play keep away with them very effectively. For the moment, all of y'all just stand still. Don't anybody go running into battle with the... You do not punch the man made of rock. That is my advice to you. Okay, so because they're so slow in so many different ways, we have tremendous control over the pace of this battle. One of you can step into here. One of you can step into there. And the fact that the militia have initiative over my own Telsum Warlocks means that they take all the counterattacks, which I'm very excited about. This guy's going to get a real attack off, which is a bummer, but it'll just be the one time. And he'll waste it. It'll be fine. Oh, right, I didn't take them off hold position. Whatever, it's fine. Hey, look at that. Somehow we survived. And we brought some experience home for Zarcha Atenal. Alright, got ourselves a Transcendent Rod of Verda, and now we got to get to 5 pacified villages within our empire, which just really means go have a chat with these folks. Unfortunately, that's a long walk. But yeah, it's easy enough to do, and we will have the spices to gift them. So, for the moment, I guess let's just continue on. This winter really could end any time now. So what do we want first? Most of our cities are still building things, so it doesn't necessarily have to be a building. I am sort of thinking about that. You know, we don't actually have any glass steel income, but we have found enough glass steel to make that work, and we can build extractors now at this point. So yeah, get that done, and then get me a seed storage. You probably also at this point start working on a seed storage. I'm being a little bit hopeful, I guess, as regards the end of the winter. There you go, not too hopeful. Oh, somebody sniped my museum. Bunch of bastards. Well, the good news is that gets me Ululani Rawi, who I do in fact like in this position. Okay. I'm really surprised to see that get finished and the megapole not get finished when the megapole was under construction while this wasn't. So somebody built that in like 3 turns or something. Very disappointing. We should probably build the altar. Although I sort of wonder, should I build the altar up here? Like, yeah, right? I should. I should extend out. This tile has so much value for us that we should absolutely build out toward it as quickly as we possibly can. Yeah, I think I like this. Let's maybe move the seed storage up. And then here's a thought. Do I, instead of building a seed storage, build another settler? Yo, wait. Wow. The answer is yes, right? Because, like, look at that. Because, like, look at that region. What is happening there? Why is that like that? Okay. Doesn't make much sense to build a big food building and then do a thing that turns off food production. It is worth noting, though, that we're talking about a pretty harsh situation empire plan-wise. Like, 180 influence is probably just not feasible. We have 12 turns left. So we'd have to be pulling... Because it's not going to be 180, right? It's going to be 240. So we'd have to be pulling 200 in 12 turns. If we devoted multiple cities to it, we could pull it off, but I think we may just have kind of a bad second empire plan. And there is certainly, you know, there is a cost to that, a measurable cost to be paid in industry. But this region is so beautiful. And if we weren't going to get the payout anyway, if we're not going to push for the 180 under these circumstances, there's not really a cost to doing it. Yeah, I think it's fine. We're just going to go ahead and get that extra village or that extra city down. I really thought we were going to get this. It was coming along so quickly, and it was not being built by anyone else. So I'm going to keep generating dust for a moment here because we're talking about this is dust for the next governor, right? Ooh, look who it is. Unfortunately, requires Titan bones, not a resource I have a lot of access to. The Urkin Lice thing is up again. All right, we're getting our cultivation set up. I'm still pretty happy with the outcomes though. So we're gonna repop the wine, obviously. It's not enough to keep us fervent. And that is gonna slow growth somewhat. This is the time when the sewers have to get built. Well, I'm not going to put anything in the queue after the altar because we definitely do just want to build the burrow, and then we'll figure out what else we have to do for that city's happiness later. So build that right after you finish your settler. Oh, sure. I guess I should research something. I wonder if I should fan out my units. Because I'm just thinking, like, we want to explore... We need to explore more stuff over here. We want to explore off of our landmass. We may have to multitask with our bodies here. And I mean, I haven't fully explored this region, but there's no way there's going to be a settling location that's better than right here, right? So like we could put down up here instead and still be getting 3 anomalies, and that gives us way more initial food. But if we settle right here, it's one district gets us +1 anomaly, second district gets us another +1, and then the third district gets us another +1. So the Oasis has approval on it. None of the other ones do, though, right? Yeah. Maybe there is an argument to be made for this. No, but then you gotta fan out all funny to get the rest of them. Yeah, I think it's right here and then just build out relatively quickly. Oh, we can see that there's a pink Mycera player. Also, you know, it's just this moment that I noticed we don't have a Draken. Unusual. So I don't know where that Magte army went. Oh, we found them. Never mind. Yeah, let's just go ahead and have words with y'all. We can probably just auto-resolve that. And where are we at on spices? 16. So if we take 8 for the quest, it's gonna delay running the booster again, which is a real shame. I think we got to do it though, because I want to get this done and then get this army back out of this corner of the world. This corner of our mass, anyway. So, like, in theory, there's still a neutral army over here somewhere, an avenging army that has some wine for me, if I remember correctly. I don't know what happened to that. I guess we'll find out. All right, got our altar up. Let's get that district. So this district is going to earn us 20 approval as well. This is definitely worth pressing out for super fast. All right, there's your spices, which gets me faction quest mobility. Got our altar, so we can now look at the altar screen. Way Rasigo is gonna start doing this thing. Yeah, look at that. Absolutely do that before you do anything else. There's nothing in this game that is more important than that build. And we can probably hire the new hero now, right? Yeah, okay. So, Ural the Speaker, another cultist hero who unfortunately is very battle focused. So it's a desert. We're not actually building on the river. So a lot of these sort of terrain specific heroes are going to be pretty bad. I do see that Exit. It's probably going to be Exit. Yeah, it's got to be. Although, yeah, Mausi Boakye and Dabuo Ufosu both are kind of compelling in their capacities, but sadly, the Forgotten Tree just, like, it doesn't make you all that good at governing. Bonus dust from forests is pretty good since forest tiles are already high value. It's nice to be led into those, but most of the rest of this stuff doesn't really help you with governing. I think we are, in fact, just going to hire an exit right now before it gets any more expensive. Then we're going to sit on dust production for another turn or two, probably. Probably a good idea. Because we are going to need to be able to reapply these pillars when they run out in... Give me the pillar mouse over. When they run out next turn, in fact. I might wait. I might wait a minute, because we probably want them to go down... Oh, wait. Don't walk all the way into the region. No, don't walk all the way in. I didn't catch them before they took the full order. Well... Here, run back into my region at the beginning of next turn. It is remarkable that they're not attacking. Maybe they attacked something else. Yeah, go ahead and build this. And then do we want to just refocus on food? I might want to have this city contribute some dust as well. No, this is fine. So is it shipyard time? It is probably shipyard time, right? Maybe we split one unit off from this army to just run around and clean up sea ruins and explore other stuff. Yeah, I think that's probably the case. I cannot believe they are not attacking us. I'm very grateful. Alright, so there's my faction quest, 20 Moonleaf. That's enough to pop a booster. Absolutely fire a Moonleaf booster. Oh, these guys... Oh, and they're going to park between me and the tile I'm trying to get to. Which we would be able to get to it if they were not there. Alright, there's the Megapole getting finished. I'm really bummed out about having gotten sniped. Ah, that's right. We do have to... The area has to provide 10 science at the city's founding. However, we can cheat by using pillars. And we're going to have to. But that's fine. Yeah, that'll work just fine. And then once we get that down, we should probably end the episode, because actually we're like way past when I meant to go to. So let's just break one army off, and I'm going to have this army run down here and grab this pearl. And then they will return to the coast and jump in the ocean. And the rest of you run this way because you have very important work to do, probably eventually. Okay. I want to get this city founded. Hopefully these guys will just get out of the way. It would be very helpful to me if they would just get the hell out of the way. Alright, these guys are going to attack my settler probably. Oh, not if I run. Okay, so the terrain has to produce 10 total science at the time of the settle. There we go. That'll do it. And then obviously we will also put down a food pillar. And once again, we got ourselves tier 3 titanium or glass steel weapons. This is not a set reward. I think this can be different from run to run. Let's just go ahead and install your new governor. Okay, and definitely like mill foundry into seed storage. Please get those things done quickly. Okay, so turn 35. We have a total empire population of 13 with 4 governors, 4, I think, very strong cities founded across a very large number of anomalies. We did finish our anomaly in Lais there, or our burrow in Lais. So yeah, just very impressive resource output. I think way, way better than we were doing at this point in the last game, owing in no small part to the amount of time that I got poured into that megapole last game before we lost it. But I do believe that this is where we're going to call it for today. Thank you all so much for watching. When you come back next time, tomorrow, we're going to see if we can maybe figure out where in the hell everybody else is, and then try desperately to turn this early resource advantage into something a little bit more impressive than we got last time. And we'll see you then.